Welcome in to Game 24 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by our Meredith Palmer Memorial Celebrity Rabies Awareness Pro-Am Fun Run Race enthusiasts, our friends over at Zappos. This three-game set in Savannah comes down to a rubber match tonight. It is another full-capacity crowd on hand, and the folks are fired up to see who will take this three-game series in our beloved hostess city of the South. Take a look at the old scoreboard out in historic Grayson Stadium, and now we get to zoom in to our beautiful ballpark here in year 99 of its existence. We will pop things up into the broadcast booth. Welcome on inside with Josh Talevsky. I'm Vico Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your splendid Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. The Party Animals had taken the last two until last night when the Nanners eked by a 4-3 victory with the save going to Danny Hosley, who starts tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fun pitching matchup. Excited to see Hosley take the mound for his first start of the season. And speaking of last night's game, we really learned that the Party Animals were not going to go undefeated this season when using the opener. Even though they pitched one of their best guys, Garrett Delano, late in the game, the Bananas rally for 3 points in the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings to steal that win from the bad boys in black and pink. And by the way, we've seen some pretty different games across this series. Of course, Party Animals with a lot of offense in game one. Last night, a little more of a duel between the pitching staffs. But overall, both of these games have been accomplished in less than 2 hours, a 1 hour and 59-minute game one, and last night, 1 hour and 39 minutes, tied for the fourth fastest game in Banana Ball history.
And the fastest ever between the Bananas and Party Animals right here in Grayson Stadium. Now, like we said, it's going to be a really fascinating matchup. Danny Hosley probably only going to go a couple of innings after he closed down last night. And for the Animals, they're abandoning the opener tonight. It'll be Mr. Undeniable Sean Fluke.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fun matchup. Sean Fluke's numbers when he is starting significantly better than when he's coming out into relief, and I think that played a major factor in the Party Animals' decision today. And Biko, we've also got a pretty fun plan that is finally going to be unveiled for the people in tonight's contest as well.
Yeah, Josh and I can hardly contain our enthusiasm because come the bottom of the second inning, we are trading places with Adam Virant and Tyler Gillum. Josh will be coaching third, I will be coaching first, and we can finally pull some strings and truly make a difference down on the Banana Ball field.
It's a dream come true, if you ask me. You know, we try and talk through these situations all the time up in the broadcast booth, and it's finally time for us to try and lead a team to a win, if you will.
That's a fact. So Viro and Gillum will be up here doing the color commentary and play-by-play, a little coaches and broadcasters swap, and then we're going to chat with Mike Vivacis, the Party Animals skipper, later on in the night and see if son of a gun, maybe we can convince him to pinch hit himself in. We are dying to see the fourth-year Party Animal finally get a plate appearance on this young tour. So it is going to be an absolute blast this evening. The Bananas come in at 13-10. The Party Animals, of course, the inverse of it. And before we head to Durham this next weekend, the Party Animals, the biggest deficit they've had on the tour thus far is 4 games. They would really like to come within 2. I mean, obvious. That's stating the obvious right there. But then all they need to do is take 2 out of 3 in Durham, and they'll be within 1 leaving North Carolina.
And really, they're going to have to keep the offense rolling here in Grayson Stadium tonight. I think that's going to be the key. They've performed much better as a team when playing in Grayson Stadium, just the overall offensive comparisons, home versus away. But overall this season, it's still the Bananas who have been better, 3-1 in rubber games this season.
All right, we are fired up for the broadcast. You'll be hearing a little bit more from Josh and I in a minute. But right now, down to Mr. Bill Leroy for our Banana Baby.
In the sky, both hands, spirit fingers high in the sky. We are feeling the vibes here tonight in Banana Land because it is now time to meet tonight's Banana Baby. Leland is 12 weeks old and asleep right now, I believe. Extremely calm considering the circumstances. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for tonight's Banana Baby Leland.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, direct your attention to left center field. They're the wildest, craziest, sexiest, most outrageous group of animals you'll ever lay your eyes on. And they're here for just one reason, to party. Here come the party animals. You ready for the starting lineup of your party animals? Here it comes. The center fielder is Reese Hampton. At third base, Bryson Bloomer. At first base, Jake Skoll. Behind the dish, DC3 Dalton Cornett. At shortstop, Chase Haka. The right fielder, Tanner Tinder Thomas. Extra hitter, Jordan Hussein. In left field, Noah Fisher. At second base, Dustin Baber. And the DH, Garrett Delano. On the mound for the party animals, Sean Fluke. The party animals are managed by Mike Vavasis, assisted by Isaac Hess and Anthony. How you doing, Coramado?
Ladies and gentlemen, now coming up to the plate with me is my dear friend, Reed. Reed is 5 years old and is going to be attempting to hit a home run against these party animals. Let's make some noise for Reed. Looks like he's crowding the plate, taking away that outside pitch. Brett Helton from the stretch, fires, and that's strike one on the check swing. We got one strike, but he looks ready for pitch number two. He quick pitches and swing and a miss. Brett Helton calls strike two, but Split has had enough. Pushes Taj Porter out of the way, puts the tee on home plate as it falls over. Now it looks like we're gonna have a fair fight as we got two strikes on my friend Reed. Foul ball, that ball's fouled away. Way to stay alive, Reed. Here we go, still two strikes. That's ball one. Foul ball again, he's staying alive. Still two strikes on my boy Reed. Let's cheer him on, here we go. Woo! Fouls off another one, here we go, baby. Let's do it, Reed. Split, we need a lower tee, man. Fouls another one away, what an at-bat. Yes! He drives that ball into right center field. Bloomer goes down. Have a nice trip. We'll see you next fall. He touches first base and is heading on down to second base. Jake Skoll with the throw in. Tanner Thomas boots it. Center fielder Reese Hampton is tripping all over the ball as he's headed to third base. Reed's headed for third. There's not going to be a play. Reed's now headed for home. This is going to be a close play at the plate, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Bloomer. Oh, he gets sniped. And it's a home run for Reed!
All right, Banana fans, time to learn the rules of Banana Ball. Every inning counts is rule number one. If you win the inning, you get a point. How do you win the inning? Score more runs than the other team. The final inning counts the most, where every run counts for a point. Rule number two, we have 9 innings or a 2-hour time limit, unless rule number 3, If we're tied, it forces a one-on-one showdown tiebreaker. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder. Rule number 4, there is no bunting because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you're thrown out of the game. Swing the bat. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base. Rule number 6, there are no walks in banana ball. Ball 4 is a sprint where the runner can go as far as they want until all 9 fielders touch the ball. Rule number 7, batters may not step out of the batter's box. If they do, it's a strike. Rule number 8, there are no mound visits. Rule number 9, the banana ball challenge rule. Each team is allowed to challenge one umpire call per game, and for the first time ever in professional sports, you, the fan, can challenge one play. Please welcome our fan representative of the night, Kelsey. Rule number 10, the golden batter rule. Once per game, each team can put any hitter in their lineup into hit at any spot in the order. And finally, rule number 11, the most fans first rule of them all. Did you bring your glove tonight, Savannah? That's great, because if you catch a foul ball in tonight's game, it counts for an out. And those are the rules in banana ball. Noah Bridges.
Yes, yes, yes. Fans, now that you know the rules of banana ball, it's time to get into our traditional player challenge. Right now I got 2 representatives from each team. What's going to happen is they're going to race around the bases with their hands and feet inside the sheets at all times. What's going to happen is first one to cross the plate wins. This sheet's about to get crazy. Let me hear it. Y'all ready? On your mark, get set, sheet. And they're off, folks. Cheer them on. We got yellow taking the early lead. He's rounding first. He's going the absolute wrong way. The bananas are really slacking. The party animals are taking a huge lead here. Looks like they're going to be the best in the sheets tonight. We got the yellow and blue galloping. Green's taking a strong lead. Come on, fans, who's going to be the best in the sheets? Big dive! And fans, the party animals have won tonight's player challenge. That sheet really hit the fan.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention down the first base line.
We've got to get back up to the broadcast booth. Josh and I were so lost in the sheet race. We got Parker Brand, our TrackMan man, flying through. We are disheveled, but welcome up into the booth. That is Mr. Talevsky. I am Mr. Scala. Let me get my storylines in front of me. Josh, we've had a couple very quick games. We've talked about it. Let's take a look at some of the fastest innings. In fact, let me amend that statement. The fastest innings across the last 2 nights here in Savannah.
Yeah, it's been really impressive, the MPIs we've seen in this series so far. Now, of course, Connor Higgins has recorded the fastest minutes per inning mark among the party animals this weekend, getting 3 outs in 1 minute and 48 seconds. Meanwhile, Cowboy Kyle had a 1 minute and 8-second inning on Thursday night as well for the Bananas. Very impressive, the 3rd fastest inning of all time. But you see the MPI marks all below 3 minutes for the party animals pitchers and the Bananas pitchers in this series. We've seen 16 recorded MPIs that have been thrown in less than 33 minutes. And when you do the math with all of the other MPIs from the weekend, 44% of the total innings thrown have been thrown in less than 3 minutes. I mean, we got to just shout out the pitchers for that one, doing their job out there on the mound, working quickly.
100%. This is some astronomically fast innings that we are seeing here. And shout out Helton and Kellogg. They have even a couple innings sub-3. We just listed the quickest that they had. Now, let's take a gander at our starting pitching matchup tonight. We touched on it earlier, but we have to dig a little deeper in what it means to have Sean Fluke opposing Danny Hosley. This is a fascinating battle.
I mean, it's just 2 different types of pitchers out there on the mound. Sean Fluke, of course, dominating with his 12-6 curveball and throwing a lot of off-speed goods. You know, he's got a good arsenal of pitches. Meanwhile, for Danny Hosley, just a 3-pitch mix. He's going to go at you with fastball, curveball, and his Vulcan changeup. And the reason we've seen so much success for Danny Hosley across his entire banana ball career, it's the changeup. He knows it's his signature pitch, and per the TrackMan data we've gotten, it is thrown with a lower spin rate than the average changeup, and it's hard to pick up for these Party Animals batters. Now, the only interesting note about Danny Hosley taking the mound, 0-1 last year in his 3 starts and allowed 5 of his 17 total sprints last year when he was starting on the mound. So going to need to lock it in with his control a little bit and just make sure he feels as comfortable starting the game as he usually does closing it out.
Right, Josh, you mentioned the Arsenal's very similar. The only difference really is Sean Fluke also throws a slider. He also is equipped with a changeup, a 12-6 curve, and a 4-seam fastball. The other difference, Hosley about 90 to 92 miles an hour on average with the heater. Sean Fluke about 85 to 86. He is slow, and slower by banana ball standards. I mean, he's thrown it a lot harder than you and I would out on the mound, but we have a plethora of former minor leaguers and professional pitchers out here. Most guys have a 9 in front of their fastball.
Nonetheless, Sean Fluke's arsenal, a big reason that he is actually second among all starting pitchers on this year's tour in average MPI, as you see, with 3 minutes and 22 seconds on average this season. And it's going to be interesting because Ethan Skujay was scheduled to start this game for the Bananas tonight. Now, unfortunately, surrendered that start since he's dealing a little bit with some issues with his foot out there on the mound. Might come in relief tonight for the Bananas. So this is almost one of those situations where it's the Bananas trying out an opener situation in Hosley and then throwing a couple different guys and really turning this one into a bullpen game for them. And they feel very comfortable with how that bullpen's performed for the most part on this year's tour.
Yeah, that's right. They expect to bring Andy Archer in after Hosley, which is fascinating as well because he dominates with a split changeup and 3 different fastballs and was superb across his first 10-plus innings on this tour. And similar to Noah Nisnik, the Party Animals, these are professional hitters. They have started to adjust, and they have had a lot more success against the Marietta, Georgia native over his last couple of outings. It's going to be really a thrilling matchup. I expect to see Matt Wolf, DJ the Invader, and quite possibly Dakota Stilts Albritton. Plus, if you weren't here for the beginning of the pregame show, Josh and I will be trading places with Tyler Gillum and Adam Virant, the Bananas coaches, in the bottom of the second inning. We get to coach the bases. They get to do play-by-play and color commentary. I don't know if I've been more excited for anything we've ever done in BTV history.
I'm not sure that I have either. You know, I mean, I got to coach first base way back when in 2022.
Right.
But for the first time, it's going to be third base this time, and I've been practicing. I was actually in the gym making sure that I'd be in proper physical condition to give guys the wave home. So just know I'm going to be aggressive out there at third base tonight.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be putting signs in. I'm going to try and pinch hit Cowboy Kyle Lewigs. I mean, we have the reins. It's going to be thrilling. Okay, let's get it down to the field. The fans are about to be warmed up, and we would like to see what's going on there. DR Meadows, you've got the mic, baby.
Here, and it looks like the cast is ready. The players are ready. So it's time now for you, the fans, to get ready. So I need everyone on their feet. I need everyone in left field, in right field, on your feet. And help me welcome out 6-year-old Amelia. All right, Amelia's job is to get this place pumping. So whatever she does, y'all are gonna do. Amelia, are you ready?
Yes.
Crank it, Shark. Let's go. Clap those hands. Oh, we got a little wave going. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's pump it up. Pump it up, people. Oh, no. Little exercise tonight. Get the people sweating, Amelia. Tornado spin. The tornado spin. The tornado spin again. Oh, yeah. Amelia, look around at all 5,000 people that you're getting pumped up right now. Everyone give it up one last time for Amelia. Good job.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world, tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live, thousands more still watching at home on YouTube, have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Island of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for all 5,000 people here in Savannah, Georgia, to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
It's time to meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas. Leading off in center field, number 5, DR the Doc Meadow. Batting second behind the plate, number 3, Eric Jones. Batting third at DH, number 19, Dan Oberg. In the cleanup spot, the extra hitter, number 7, Michael Vitamin D. Batting fifth in right field, number 2, Reese Superman Alexiadis. Batting sixth to play in the hot corner, number 11, Gabe Howe. The left fielder, number 15, Rack Robert Anthony Cruz. Batting eighth at first base, number 17, Brandon Showtime Crosby. Batting ninth at second base, number 8, he's our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. And batting 10th at shortstop, our glove magician, number 6, Ryan Cobb. On the mound for your Bananas, number 18, Danny Hosley. Your Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Pyro Pyrant and Ray Ortega. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Emily Iacavosi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Iacavosi.
It is game 24 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by our carbo-loading compadres, Zappos. The Nanners coming off a 4-3 victory last night to improve to 13-10 on the tour. And now we get the rubber match of this 3-game set in Savannah before we set sail for Durham, North Carolina next weekend. Here's how the Bananas align defensively from left to right in the outfield. It is Robert Anthony Cruz, D.R. Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. Third to first in the infield, you see Gabe Howell, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Brandon Crosby. Behind the dish, it is Eric Jones Jr., and on the mound is Danny Hosley.
Ryan Cox enters tonight as the tour leader in trick plays with 48. If he can collect 2 tonight, he will be the first man to get to 50 trick plays on this year's World Tour. Always fun to see Brandon Showtime Crosby draw the start over at first base. His 8 trick plays leading all Banana Ball rookies so far on this year's tour. And for D.R. Meadows last night in center field, the front flip trick play catch marked his 15th of the tour, leading all outfielders. And Danny Hosley, he's had trick plays in 4 consecutive games for the Bananas. They've come in right, left, at third base, and now he draws the start as the pitcher tonight.
Naturally, who else but Danny Do-It-All? Let's zoom in on the pride of Vienna, Virginia. A couple years of junior college at Patrick and Henry Community College, then 2 years at Norfolk State. Finished up with a 5th year at George Mason. This is his 2nd campaign in Banana Ball, and he's one of the best pitchers we have ever seen in this young sport.
It's his 15th game of the season, but it is his first start of this year's World Tour. He got the pleasure to start 3 times last season, and again, this guy had an ERA around 2.2 last season for the Bananas, and in his starts, a 4.91 ERA, so higher than usual, and that was because his sprint rate was increased when he was taking the mound in starts. 5 of his 17 total sprints issued came in starts for him, and Hosley, he's not known necessarily for endurance out there on the mound, so he's going to try and keep his pitch count low in the first, get a really quick, easy inning, and if he can give them 2 good innings and get out unscathed, just got to hope the offense can get him a point or 2 and lead the Bananas, setting up for probably Andy Archer.
Yeah, I expect 2 frames after he closed down last night. Gave up 1 run, but got the save, picked up a K to close it down. Let's look at the Party Animals lineup that opposes him. We will have one of the best pitchers ever against one of the best hitters ever to lead it off. Reese Hampton, then Bryson Bloomer, Jake Skoll, and Dalton Cornett. Well, let's get it down to Shark.
Scream at the top of our lungs, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. It's
We're ready to
showtime.
rumble. Sorry for cutting you off, my dear friend Shark. Hopefully we will honor Josh and I when we get to pop out there on the field and trade places with Viro and Gillum in the bottom of the 2nd inning, even though I did you dirty there. Okay. Hampton, Bloomer, and Skoll due to swing it here in the top of the 1st. And Reese Hampton loves to hack away early. The switch-hitting center fielder behind 0-1 after the foul ball.
And despite hacking early in counts, Reese Hampton still beating the tour in sprints with 17, and he'll chop the 2nd pitch of the ball game over to third base. Gabe Howell with a good throw across the diamond, and 2 pitches, 1 out for Danny Hosley to start this 1st inning.
Yeah, that's huge. Hampton runs like the wind. 17 ball, 4 sprints, and 9 doubles pacing the tour. He's retired on short order, and Hosley sets his sights on the boomer. Fastball just a smidge below the knees, according to our dancing home plate umpire, Vincent Chapman. That one poured right in there, top of the zone. Bloomer had a historic Thursday night, 6 runs driven in, set the single game record for an individual. He's having a terrific 2nd tour, hitting .328, a .388 on base percentage. Those numbers going down slightly. His counterpart at the hot corner, Gabe Howell, takes care of him as Showtime able to stay on the bag.
Yeah, a lot of action for Gabe Howell over at third base. He did not draw the start there last night. It was Danny Hosley, our starting pitcher, who drew that start. And already Gabe Howell moving all around the diamond, and he's going to move over towards the 2nd base bag on the right side of this infield for the Jake Skoll shift.
3 Bananas on the right side of the infield. 12-6 curveball catches the bottom of the zone there. Skoll disagrees with Chapman. Not many people can say they know the strike zone better than Jake. 7 years of minor league baseball. 5 in the Rangers organization and 2 with the New York Yankees to close it out. He is having a fantastic fourth tour, hitting .318, pacing the Party Animals with a .420 on base percentage, and leading all hitters with 3 triples, 24 runs, and 24 runs driven in.
Yeah, he's always played banana ball at what feels like another level, and a very high one at that, and currently has reached base safely in 28 consecutive games for the Animals.
He is 2 games away from tying the Animals' leadoff hitter Hampton's record of 30 straight he set last tour. Skoll not able to hold up. He bites on the off speed and an easy breezy 1-2-3 frame with a K at the end, the cherry on top.
Hosley can't be any happier coming off the mound. It's exactly what he was looking for, as well as his coaching staff. 2 minutes and 20 seconds in that inning, and he only threw 12 pitches.
Vincent Chapman makes the call himself. Doesn't check down to Noah Katz at third base. I think it was the right call anyhow. Take a look at the Party Animals' defensive alignment as they try to hold serve here in the first. Noah Fisher in left field. Hampton in center. Tanner Thomas in right. Third to first in the infield. It is Bloomer, then Chase Acuff, Dustin Baber, and Skoll over at first. Catching for the Animals, it is Dalton Cornett. And getting the start on the bump, Sean Fluke.
Yeah, Party Animals really changing up the defensive alignment tonight. We've seen Jordan Hussein in his starts all come at third base, but Party Animals love Bryson Bloomer's bat when he is playing in the field. Dustin Baber, of course, leading this team in trick plays with 35. And Jake Skoll draws his first start of the season at first base. He was actually the Party Animals opening day starter at first base a year ago. And for Noah Fisher, another first for him. He has not played in left field yet this season. Draws the start there, and Sean Fluke goes to work with somebody he's very familiar with behind the plate in Dalton Cornett.
Yeah, let's get a closer look at Flukie. He is actually wearing a jersey, but the sleeves are off. That's actually protocol for all the Party Animals tonight. You take a look at the season numbers here in his third World Tour.
He's 2-1 on the season, making his 8th start of the tour. That 3-minute and 22-second average minutes per inning mark for Fluke, it is second among starting pitchers on this year's World Tour, and he's been well above tour average. And why are the Party Animals not throwing out an opener in this situation? Sean Fluke, a 3.77 career earned run average when he is starting on the mound. Meanwhile, when he pitches in relief, he has a career ERA of 8.24.
Get a good look at the Bananas starting lineup there. D.R. Meadows, the only man who's truly due up. If he leaves historic Grayson Stadium, the inning will end in one fell swoop. The Bananas just need 1 run to claim the first point tonight. Jones Jr. and Oberst waiting in the wings. D.R. leading all hitters with his .413 batting average. Looking for extra bases there, just a little bit ahead of the Fluke fastball.
The already 10 multi-hit games this season for D.R. Meadows, who had 24 such games across last year's World Tour, and I know he's gunning to break his own personal record.
That Sean Fluke 12-6 curveball floated in at 64 miles an hour according to TrackMan. Good job by DR sticking with another one. Once again, came in at 64, and that's why Meadows is pacing the tour in batting average. He ups his .463 OBP as well. So the inning-winning run aboard. Meadows swiped a bag last night to make it 7 for 9 on the tour in his attempts.
And did swipe it in the first inning, although he waited until Dan Oberst was up at the plate, and he might do that once again considering how well Eric Jones Jr. has been swinging the bat this tour for the Bananas.
One below the knees to the Nanners catcher. Been primarily hitting out of the 6 hole so far in this tour. He gets moved up to number 2. We in the analytics department of Banana Ball thinks that's a wise choice.
Especially considering he has 3 home runs against Sean Fluke, the exterminator, this season. You want him to get to bat against Fluke as much as possible tonight.
Nice change up there from Flukie. Has EJ out in front of it. That's 3 of Jones Jr.'s 4 homers on the tour, pacing all hitters after he led last season with 12. Meadows takes off, heater inside, throw down from Cornett's a strike. What a swim move from the doctor. Bryson Wheeler out there umping second. Said Baber unable to get a tag on the Nanners center fielder.
Yeah, quite the move by D.R. Meadows, sliding headfirst into second base there. And on replay review, does look like Dustin Baber just wasn't able to necessarily get the glove on DR there. An impressive stolen base, and still a great throw behind the dish from Dalton Cornett on a pitch running inside to EJ.
Well struck ball, dead center. Hampton turns his Tookus to home plate. He runs it down. Meadows will tag up to third easily. And the inning-winning run now 90 feet away with one out. For man tied for the tour lead in walk-offs, Dan Oberst with 10 of them. The only man with as many, Michael Deeb, who waits on deck.
And that was more smart base running for DR Meadows, waiting patiently on second base and trusting Reese Hampton was going to wind up getting that one. Dan Oberst swings at the first pitch here from Sean Fluke. And early on in this ballgame, it's the Bananas jumping out to a 1-point lead. Oberst's 11th walk-off of the tour.
Hot dog! Anybody want a hot dog? Who wants a glizzy? Hot dog!
And for winning the inning,
Meadows' teammates raiding his tray of wieners, and they will head out to the crowd and start sending these tubes of meat out to the 311th straight sold out Banana Ball crowd. Let's get a look back. Last night, DR Meadows broke off a new trick. He paces all outfielders with 15 of them in as many tries. We had never seen the sideways cannonball front flip before, and it boggled our minds.
Yeah, it was one of those trick plays. We didn't even know what was going on when DR was attempting that one, and said that he had wanted to break out the front flip trick play, one that nobody else had ever tried in Banana Ball before. And boy, it came against Tanner Thomas in the fourth inning, and it's going to be interesting to see Tanner, what he can do as he's due up second here in the top of the second.
Tanner will be due up third after
Correct.
Cornett and Aka.
Thank you.
And as we mentioned, Tanner Chicken Tender Thomas struck out against Hosley. Great battle last night to end the ball game. Ended up being a victim of the Vulcan changeup. But before we get to the rematch between Thomas and Hosley, it is the cleanup man in his third World Tour, Dalton Cornett. All he does is hit, and he will hit it to any part of the field. 97 miles an hour off the bat, according to TrackMan. He's the first party animal aboard tonight.
And after having his 9-game hit streak snapped last night as he went 0 for 4, starts off early with a nice opposite field single.
Hosley pouring in strikes. Heater to jump ahead of the shortstop, Chase Acuff. One of Chase's 2 home runs on the tour came off of Danny back in weekend number 4 in Jacksonville. The St. Petersburg, Florida native having a phenomenal second tour, hitting .317, a .376 on base percentage, 7 doubles to go with his 2 ding-dongs.
And believe it or not, 4 for 7 against Danny Hosley on this year's World Tour as well. The best party animal who's seen him so far this year.
Was hitting primarily in the 7-hole. Now in his 9th straight game. Check that, 8th straight game. Hitting 5th. Well out in front of the off-speed. Eric Jones Jr. in pursuit and up against the netting, unable to come away with it, so another life for Acuff.
Yeah, tough play for EJ to try and make up against the net there. Would have been tough even if he had tried to leap for it, and you could just see a little bit of the heartache there for EJ as he's walking back to home plate.
20 runs scored, 18 driven in on the tour for Acuff. And the count even at 2-2. And he fouls it away once again. He is a very tough man to strike out. Has done it 7 times, but 6 ball 4 sprints. He was the hardest man to strike out in all of D2 baseball back in 2018 when he was at Eckerd. Finished up his collegiate career at Rollins after that, and that one out of the entire ballpark, so no chance for the fans.
Fans got up over on the right side area thinking that they might have a chance to come away with it, but that one unfortunately finds the parking lot instead as Acuff fouls off yet another pitch. 9 already in this AB, and we'll see a 10th coming up soon.
Payoff pitch to the 2021 Collegiate Banana, and Hosley fools him. Skied out into right center. Meadows takes control of the situation, throws behind Cornett. Good job by Crosby to knock that ball down. It took 10 pitches, but Hosley wins the fight.
And Hosley decided to go breaking ball there, and just one of those pitches, Chase Acuff got underneath.
And here is the aforementioned contest between Thomas and Hosley. That one tipped Danny ahead. Tanner, the right fielder, slumping a little bit as of late, as looks like we're going to get a little throw around from the Bananas. And Cox is going to throw the pitch on a bounce. It hits Tanner Thomas, who's disappointed that he doesn't get to swing the lumber and has to go over to first bases. He pushes Cornett up to second. A lot of cut on the offering from the Nanners shortstop there as we get another look. Does Ryan Cox get credited with that hit by pitch, Josh?
I think he does.
I think he has to, right? Is that the first time he is logged as a pitcher on this tour?
No, he was actually logged last year as well and hit a batter, believe it or not. That's his second hit by pitch in his banana ball career.
He's a repeat offender. Here's Jordan Hussein, the extra hitter, starting his second straight game. Last night at third base, he's 4 for 12 in his young banana ball career with a sprint, as he is able to hold up there on the 12-6 curve, bouncing in the dirt. Only 2 strikeouts for Hussein across the first month plus. He was primarily the designated runner for the Animals, as he is off balance. Rack will put it away for out number 2. Now it'll be the man making his first banana ball start in left field. Noah Fisher, all his defensive starts before this had been at third base. He started the tour scorching hot, but the Bananas starting to figure out how to pitch to the 2023 Staten Island Ferry Hawk. Pounding him with heaters in, and then the soft stuff low and away. Fisher has been great at driving in his buddies, though. 13 RBIs on the season.
And batting .261 with runners in scoring position as well, so not too shabby for the Party Animals left fielder tonight.
28 points higher than his .233 tour batting average. The donut hitter tonight. And Hosley 1 strike away from gifting over 5,000 fans free sweet confections courtesy of Duncan. Deuces are wild. Chopped foul will do it again. Nice play, Noah Katz, and a trick play to boot. Behind his back with the flip to the fans. Great hands by the third base umpire. Another 2-2 with 2 on and 2 away. And another fly ball. Rack coming in, Cox coming out, and it's Meadows who makes the call and the catch. 2 scoreless innings for Danny Hosley, and the much-awaited moment of Josh Talevsky and Biko Scala handing off the headsets to Tyler Gillum and Adam Virant has come. We will head down to the field. Boys, you have the broadcast.
Man, trouble. You guys are in trouble now. You got Gillum and Viro on the broadcast leading the show.
Prepare to be overwhelmed with excitement. I mean, Josh and Biko, they do it right, but nobody talks about Gillum and Viro until after today.
This is our coming out party right here, Viro. What do you think?
I mean, it just feels right. You know, I think we are where we're supposed to be. I mean, it's nice being down there on the field, but talk about this view, man. I mean, 1926 Stadium right here. We've got 5,000 fans. This place is electric tonight, and the weather is absolutely beautiful.
Phenomenal. Full house again, Grayson Stadium here, 5,000 strong. They are going crazy on this beautiful Saturday. We got Reginald Horton out there running. I mean, look at that. He's bringing water to the umpires. How incredible is that guy?
I mean, think about Reggie. Reggie's been here for 23 years. He is an absolute legend. They're going to put up a statue of that guy someday here in front of Grayson Stadium. I tell you what, he makes sure these umpires are always hydrated. The other night, how many steps did he get? I think it was a ton of steps.
Yeah, it was under 100,000, but it's close.
All right, Josh and Biko. Uh-oh. Look what we got, ladies and gentlemen. Is that Josh in the third base box?
You know it, Coach Gillum. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I've been practicing my moves here, so I think the windmill's gonna really do the trick.
He's
I'm gonna be
pumping windmills.
aggressive.
Well, let's start it off with Deeb right here. Michael Deeb leading us off. Fluke on the mound, and we've got ball one right here. So, hey, what do you think, Viro, of our boy Biko at first base?
Well, he looks great in pants, I got to tell you that. Let's see. So, Biko, here's what I need you to tell Deeb to run faster next time, please.
Yeah, I think on the trick play there from Acuff, he didn't have a chance in the world, fellas. But you know what? I'll try and get him a little more juiceful next time.
No doubt. Acuff right there with the trick play. He has absolutely been great this season. Oh, we've got a blast into left field.
Please go. Please go.
Hum, babe, off the wall. Alexiadis.
Off the wall.
You're down.
Down.
Oh, he's up.
My goodness.
He's up.
Biko, phenomenal job sending him right there.
Oh,
Here goes Biko.
Yep, good
Biko's
work,
getting
Biko.
FaceTime.
Way to get out there, kid.
Biko, put that on your arm, buddy. You've got some armor now, Biko.
Oh,
That's all
I feel
you,
a lot
buddy.
better. I feel a lot better about my place in the world with this on.
Josh, we got one out. What's the read here, and what are you communicating to Mr. Alexiadis at second base?
I've given him a couple signs. I like to go a couple brushes of the arms, some pats right here, and I think he knows we're full go here if Howell puts this in play on the right side.
Green light special. Don't be scared to get another bag here. We already stole one bag in the first inning.
Missed it.
Fly ball out to center
back to
field
second.
right here. Let's see what Reese does.
Yep.
Stays behind the ball,
Down,
and we're tagging.
down.
What a call by
There
Josh.
we go.
Hey, just missed it, Gabe.
Had a kid.
Look at the
Good
technique by Josh right here. Hey, little pat on the butt, Josh. Hey, get over
Yep,
there.
here we go,
Little
yep.
pat on the butt. Hey, phenomenal
There we
double.
go.
There we go. Good job.
Hey, Biko, right now, since you're just kind of inconsequential, can you just lay down on the ground for us, please?
Yeah.
Just get out of the way.
Hey, guys, I got one of DR's hot dogs, by the way, on my trip down here.
Hey, this is a great time for a hit, too. So if there's a sign anywhere through there, Biko, you might find a sign that might get us
we got
a hit.
a sign. Okay. Oh, good cut, Rack.
Foul
we go.
ball by
Where do you
Rack
keep your
right here.
signs, Viro?
It's in the sign box.
The sign box. Hey, where's the sign box?
It's right next to the box of curveballs.
Okay, I see things. I see them now.
Yeah, right by the
right.
keys to the batter's box. Biko.
Hey, we got two, Reese.
Oh, fly ball to
Baby.
center field by Rack.
That's not going to do the job.
Boys,
Rack.
you tried. Boys,
Just missed
you
it,
tried.
Rack. Just
All
missed
right.
it, baby. Thank you very much. What's that?
Or you got,
Forgot the sign box. Forgot the sign box. Yeah, that's my bad, guys. Oh,
wait,
are we in this dance?
What's happening right now?
Uh-oh.
Let's get in it. You're
Are
on
they
the
in
other
the
side,
players'
buddy.
dance?
Yep, thank you.
Attaboy.
Thank you for that.
And Christmas came early, folks.
Look at this. Look at the moves on Biko and Josh. Josh has got his helmet on. Good. Little fist pump right there and a clap.
Wow.
Viro, what do you think about this?
I'm blown away.
Uh-oh. Oh, look at Biko kicking right there. More moves than a U-Haul, ladies and gentlemen. More moves than a U-Haul.
Look at Biko with just the jazz fingers. Gosh.
Fill it, boys. Fill it. You're the only one in the stadium, guys. Just let it flow, baby. Let it flow. Oh, look at this. And we got the lights on them. Viro, did you think they had this in them?
I actually did, Gillum.
Down and down.
Wow, let's big finish here.
Look at this.
Wow.
I mean, standing
Banana Nation.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, you like that? You like that? I love what I'm talking about.
I mean, that was just like winning a championship right
ever
there.
had my entire life.
You guys are the next Jabberwockies, I'll tell you that. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, are you not entertained after those dance moves? I mean, I think they've been in the club.
Wow, it is Biko and Josh's world, and we are just living in it. Unbelievable.
First pitch right here by Archer coming in the third inning. Danny gave us 2 quality innings.
I mean, I'm still just I can still just visualize this dance in my head. It's just a gift that keeps on giving.
And an aerial by Rack.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. This guy's a gymnast.
You know,
that dude's got so many moves. He's one of the most athletic guys that we have on the field. Look at that. Look at that replay.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. When Coach Rack came out to tryouts out in California, he was doing things that we had never seen before. He was just super athletic, and he showed off why he made this squad and why he's a starter on this team. Unbelievable.
Ball 1 to
gentlemen.
Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They're back in the box right here.
You know,
out of breath.
Out of breath. If it was a boy band, what would the name of the boy band be?
Archer with the 3-2-2 right here.
All right.
Just missed on the outer half.
2-0. 2, are we ready to hand this back off, or? I don't know, man. Are you guys okay?
Back here?
Breathe.
I thought you guys were going to walk it off right there. Josh, phenomenal job getting that double.
All right. Phenomenal. And the dance moves, Josh, unbelievable. I never thought you would have had it in you.
Ball 4 sprint here. Bananas are throwing it around, and Garrett is going to hold up here at first base. 1 out with a runner on first here.
Setting them up for a double play ball. We are going to hand it back to the amateurs and let the pros get back on the field. Nice job, boys.
Gentlemen, you killed it.
Here before our break, reset.
Gentlemen, Viro, you guys are gentlemen and scholars. All of the above. Let's get it down to Lealios.
And the case he selected at the beginning of the game with 6, his lucky number. And the banker's calling. Hello? Right. Wow. All right, I'll tell him. All right, I love you. Say it. The offer's in. It's a good one. You played a great game, Reese, and he wants to send you home. He wants to buy your case for the least amount possible to send you up to the plate with the worst outcome. What you've got left here in either case 12 or case 6 is an 0-2 count to start the game, or you get 3 daddy hacks to use at your disposal to change this ball game. But the banker has a good offer here. I've never seen anything like it. He's offering to allow you a free base, a walk, if you take his deal rather than keeping that case. The time has come for you to choose, Reese. You played a great game. It all comes to this. What's it going to be? Deal or no deal?
Well, I think my team would like to walk. No deal.
Oh my goodness. You've just turned down a free base here, and it's all down to this case. But you have one more option. You've had this case, number 6, your lucky number, the whole game. Do you want to stick with it, or do you want to swap and take your chances with case 12?
Keep it. We're going to keep it.
He's sticking by it. He knows it's a lucky number for him. Now let's find out if he's going to go to the plate with an 0-2 count or 0-0 and 3 daddy hacks to get his team in this ball game. Let's see what your case is worth. And it's 3 daddy hacks. Reese Hampton. Great game.
How about that for Reese? A smashing success in his first deal or no deal appearance. And will swing it with one down. Bronson ball home, pinch running for Delano over at first. Remarkably fast for a catcher. We have yet to see him attempt to steal on this tour, though. Hot shot into right center field. And ball home going first to third. Hampton with a big round. He'll stop at first. Party Animals on the corners with one down for Bryson Bloomer.
Great job by D.R. Meadows using his speed in center field to get to that right center gap quick enough. He fielded that one, it looked like almost between his legs, and did a 360 throw into Ryan Cox at second base. And it was an impressive play to keep Reese Lightning to just one base on that gapper.
Hot shot from Bloomer. Meadows has to go back on it. Turning around. Able to make a snazzy catch. Ball home could waltz home. Hampton was all the way up to second. He retreats back to first. And the Party Animals push their first run across of the ball game. They will celebrate accordingly. Party Rock anthem at the dish as Bloomer picks up his 14th stake on the season. Big Skull went down swinging on a bender from Hosley his first time. Looked like Archer started him off with the split changeup, then the fastball high. What a tag by Gabe Howell, the third baseman. The only man who could cover second in the Skull shift, but not in time to grab Hampton, who's 4 for 5 in his stolen base attempts now.
And I think Reese Lightning recognized that the Bananas were in that shift and was a big reason he decided to steal with 2 outs. And also knowing how patient Jake Skull is at the plate, he can work a sprint. The count already here at 3-1. Reese can come around and score a second run in this third inning for the Animals.
Skull has 14 sprints on the tour. The only man with more is Hampton, who leads off second base. He got a center cut cookie there. Upset it himself that he didn't send it 400 plus feet away. 3 homers on the season. He's tied for the Party Animals lead. One behind EJ for the tour high. And there's the sprint. Number 15 on the season. Hampton will score easily. Jake pumps the brakes about halfway to second. The throw to Cox in time. Heads up sprint defense by the Nanners. The shortstop over at first base, but the run scores first, so it's a 2 spot for the Animals.
Really smart play by the Bananas. Usually you see a guy going over to third base to make sure that they can keep the Party Animals from advancing another base. Here Ryan Cox goes back to first and catches Jake Skull just a little bit before he can get back to that bag. A big final out for the Bananas.
Here are the Banana Nanas as we head to the bottom of the third. Another legendary performance in the books for the best dance troupe this side of the Mississippi. And how about the specialty walk-up for Brandon Showtime Crosby. The banana splits in on the choreographed dance. And the kid out of Mechanicsville, Virginia, not missing a step himself. What a delightful trip to the right-handed batter's box. Nearly plunked on the first offering from Fluky.
Couldn't have found a better man to do that dance with the splits up to home plate, and the Bananas have loved starting Brandon Crosby against Sean Fluke on this year's World Tour, feeling like he can really time up some of Fluke's pitches on the mound, but unfortunately it's Crosby who pops out to Jake Skull in foul territory.
Skull properly enthused about the play. Former UGA football player fired up as Jackson Olsen sends this one towards the fans in foul territory down the left field line. They do not catch it. Ricocheted off their hands, though. Scary one for the grade 8. He's got a 1-1 count as that changeup is just a bit outside.
Yeah, laughing a little bit after that foul ball. I think it might have been sweating it out a little bit. And Pika, going back to that celebration from Jake Skull at first base, you got to think he spent so much time in right field and left field for the party animals as Chase Acuff and Dustin Baber are popping this one up between each other. Sean Fluke comes down with a bare hand snag. I think that's a triple trick play for the guys.
Smells like a triple trick play to Biko. Unbelievable. Batted up 4 times.
With the bare hand, that's what gets Sean Fluke his trick play as well.
Correct, his first of the tour. Coxie shanks this one foul. Fluke has the bottom 3 in the Bananas lineup, all out in front of his arsenal full of junk, and I mean that in the best way possible. Pride of Hudson, Florida, out of Pasco Hernando State. Throws slow, slow, and slower. And after that, the slowest. Shaking what his mama gave him and gets a tapper to the left side. Barehanded by Fluke. The throw to first in time. Are you kidding me? What a way for the Animals to claim their first point of the night.
The greatest defensive inning in the career of Sean Fluke, the exterminator, and he gets these outs in 2 minutes and 10 seconds for the party animals. Unreal.
Let's get it down to Christian Dearman, who's running a new promotion. Squirrels in my pants.
We're also very hungry. It's very simple. Our contestants have 30 seconds to shake off this rodent with their best dance moves. All right, gentlemen, get ready, get set. Squirrels in the pants. Oh, they're shaking it. Oh, that squirrel must be biting. Look at them go. All right, Joel's enjoying it. He's jumping around. Troy's spinning on the floor. Tyler's trying to shake out that squirrel. What does Jonathan got? Oh, it's his leg.
3, 2, 1.
All right, time's up.
Time.
All right, fans, how we feel about Joel? Okay, not bad, not bad. What about Troy? Okay. How about Tyler? Not bad. What about Jonathan? You guys give it up for Jonathan!
4, 5, and 6 for the Animals here in the top of the 4th. We're locked at a point apiece. Bananas won the first. Party Animals just took the third. And with a 1-0 count on Cornett, Vincent Chapman calls time, dusts off home plate, and sends his mask at quite possibly a historic speed as he shakes it for Grayson Stadium. What did Trackman have that toss out, Josh?
It's the fastest of the weekend, 92 miles an hour out of the hand of Vincent Chapman. Still faster, by the way, than a Sean Fluke fastball.
Correct.
And we know because he's pitching today.
I don't know if Fluke has ever thrown a fastball 90 miles an hour or more. A good question for him when he's got a mic on him in the bottom half of this inning. That one chopped, diving stop, Crosby to his feet. Archer over there to grab the bag. Spring play by Showtime to kick off the fourth.
And a good reaction off the mound from Andy Archer, knowing to go and cover that first base bag. Crosby in a little bit of a tough position trying to get that ball to Archer. Nonetheless, able to get it in the glove. And a stout is, it even looked like Crosby possibly contemplated a trick play in that situation, but knew more important to get that stout out for Andy Archer, who kind of off on early on with his control on the mound.
Wheels turn. The analysis is spot on there. Chase 0 for 1 on the night. Flew out to Meadows for his first time. Archer working pretty quick. That one ricocheted off of EJ. Chase could have stolen first easily. He probably could have gone for second as well, and he's kicking himself. He's one of 2 party animals to steal first on the tour. The only other man, Noah Fisher. Make it 3. Jason Swan stole first just a couple nights ago. He's not in the lineup as he's nursing a sore hammy. He should be back for Durham, but we saw him pull it, beating out a double play, which he picked up an RBI on last night. Hobbled his way to third base, and just a precautionary get better soon. He should be back in action next Friday up in Durham.
Exactly right. And again, Mike Vivesa started Jake Skoll a plethora of times last year at first base. Felt very comfortable inserting him back in the infield and giving Skoll a chance to interact with the crowds along the right-hand side of Grayson Stadium and all the fans sitting behind home plate as well.
Check swing attempt there by Tanner Thomas. He does hold up. No. He went around, according to Noah Katz, down the third base line and sends this one to Meadows. What do we got? It's a backflip. Landed perfectly by the doctor. His 16th trick play of the season and his second in as many nights against Thomas.
A sparkling play by D.R. Meadows in center field, on pace for 64 trick plays on the year, manning center field for the Bananas. Just impressive, his ability to land practically on his feet there and record that third out for Andy Archer in less than 3 minutes.
Princess Potassia leading the 229th straight sold-out crowd here in historic Grayson Stadium in a timeless Bananas tradition. Hey Baby O'Clock. It has been a fantastic 2 games and change so far in this 3-game set here in Savannah. The Party Animals had a historic offensive onslaught on Thursday night. 15 runs on 19 hits. Took the game 6 points to 1, and then the pitching unbelievable from both sides last night, and a 4-3 victory for the Nanners. Well, everybody here in our city by the sea, feeling the love, all ripping the choreographed dance. I see the love going wild in the YouTube chat. Gift memberships being sent out all over the place. Thank you, everybody, for loving your fellow chat members. And you know who we love in BTV land? Sean Fluke, who's got a mic on him.
Yes sir, how we doing?
So much better now that you have joined us. Hey, what an unbelievable play to end the third, buddy.
Dude, your boy does it all. That's slow pitch softball. Coming into play right here, boys.
And you got a second career trick play as well in the inning.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fair ball. Oh god, Blue was so gross. Yeah.
Between the legs. And a frozen rope across the diamond.
Yeah, I got Doc out. That's a big win. Big win for me. Oh, never mind. This is the guy I got to freaking worry about.
You got him the first time, though.
Yeah, he still hit it 100 miles an hour off the freaking bat.
TrackMan had it at 97.
Oh.
Way to jump ahead. Top of the zone.
Yeah, that's an out. Can't
Jammed him. Good work, Fluke.
Yeah, that was a ball. Bad call by Vince. But I did slip him a 20 just for the EJ at bat. I mean, you know, just EJ, I'm sorry, but I showed him some love before the game just for you, bud. I should have done it for the freaking first 3 guys is what I really should have done.
You just had a sub 3-minute inning. Now you're looking at a possible sub 2.
Yep, there we go. Come on, Boomer. Oh, Akon in the hole. Dirty throw. Oh, my God. Oh! Oh, hit him in the foot. That was disgusting. That's fun to watch right there.
Fluky, you were flirting with about 1 minute and 10 seconds on the frame there.
Come on. Good try, baby. All right. Dude, the boys were patting the ball around volleyball style. I'm just watching like, oh, my God, I can get involved in this. Let's go. Let's have some fun.
Triple trick play.
Oh, I like it. That first one ever or what?
Second ever. Fluky, did you have to communicate? Did you have to call out to those guys to let them know?
Shenanigans.
Oh, nobody can run it down.
You gotta be shitting me.
That's okay, Fluke, and that's how quickly an inning can turn on you. We were having a blast.
We go from 1 minute and 10 seconds to getting a freaking nuke hit off us and losing the dang inning. You gotta be kidding me, man.
Hey, you think you got another inning in you? How's the arm feeling?
The arm feels great, but they shut me down, unfortunately.
Okay, well, it's been a blast. A quick question for you before we say goodbye as the Bananas raid the crowd here. What is the hardest fastball, to your knowledge, you've thrown in your entire life?
Oh, God, probably freaking 86. Hey, crow hop, though. Back in the college days, they did crow hop top velo, and your boy hit 92 on a crow hop.
See,
yeah. So,
and that's what we'll tell the people.
Exactly. Basically, what that means is just piss poor mechanics. Love you, boys.
Fluky, love you. Have a great rest of your night.
Have fun, Fluke.
There goes Sean Fluke, dog cussing himself as he leaves the field. Nearly had the 4th fastest inning in Banana Ball history, and instead, the Bananas jump back out in front. They lead 2-1 as we look at one of the hardest throwers in Banana Ball. Ethan Skujay has pitched across 4 continents and an unbelievable professional baseball career has led him up to this. He pitched 1 inning for the Party Animals last year in Rancho Cucamonga before spending time in the Atlantic League with the Staten Island Ferry Hawks alongside Party Animal Noah Fisher. And he has been remarkably fun to watch in his true rookie Banana Ball campaign.
And again, he was projected to start tonight's contest, but has been dealing with a little bit of a foot injury that occurred the last time out on the mound, throwing in the bullpen. And that's really why we saw him issue 3 sprints in an inning pitched last weekend. It was mainly because Skujay said that he just felt so uncomfortable and in some pain out there on the pitcher's mound.
Quick 0-2 count here on Jordan Hussein. That fastball at 92 miles an hour. And then follows it up with a tight slider.
And I think just to make sure that he doesn't have any possibility of hurting himself any further, you're going to see just a little bit of a miles per hour drop tonight from Ethan Skujay.
He usually lives 92 to 94 when he's trying to stretch it out and eat up 5 or 6 innings. He can touch 96. He has hit 98 before in his life. No crow hop required. There's his first ball of his relief appearance. He's got 7, 8, 9 for the Animals here. And a cut and a miss. Only the 3rd strikeout in the career of Jordan Hussein. TrackMan had that heater at 93. That's what Skujay does so well. He will rack up the Ks.
And a good pitch there, elevating the fastball. You see Jordan Hussein trying the uppercut swing just to make contact there, but coming up empty.
Another 0-2 count. Noah Fisher facing off against his Ferry Hawks teammate from a summer ago. A lot of great stories from the dynamic duo living together in Staten Island. 2 of 9 guys all on the team in the same apartment just up the road from the ballpark overlooking the New York Harbor. That one chopped, barely foul. Scooje out of Victoria, British Columbia up in Canada. Fisher from Madison Heights, Michigan, just about 20 minutes outside of downtown Detroit. So neither of them had really spent a ton of time in New York City before. Not to disparage anybody who loves the borough of Staten Island, but they learned it's probably not the one that they would live in if they have a choice in a future Big Apple living experience. Scooje wins the battle here. Gnarly bender, cut on and missed. And the fans get free donuts, something that Ethan prides himself in delivering nearly every time out.
He calls himself the king of the strikeout. He's also the king of striking out the donut batter. Every time he's faced the donut batter in a game, he still has not had one where he's not been able to strike him out on the mound.
Scooje ready to rumble with the inflatable donut around him. Dustin Babers ready to go after it in the first base batter's box. Anthony Coramato, his first base coach, is currently KO'd over there with a donut on top of him. I think he stole that move from me. 2-1 count on the Animals' second baseman. He flew out to left his first time. He has been barreling balls all over the place these last two nights. A lot of exit velos in the 90s as that fastball just barely misses. A smidge low, and now we've got a full count. Scooje trying to strike out the side. He won't get it. DR Meadows throws away his glove. Backflips, catches the ball. Are you kidding me? Mr. Meadows, you've gone mad.
The only way to do the backflip catch better is to do it with the bare hand. And DR Meadows, the king of the backflip catch in the outfield, nails the trick play for the Bananas. What a play! One of the greatest trick plays of all time.
If not the greatest. Are you kidding me? The pride of Vidalia, Georgia impresses every step of the way. We get a gander at Dalton Ponce here, taking over for Sean Fluke. So, as Flukey promised us, 4 innings was his max tonight. Isaac Hess and the Animals sticking to their plan before the game. And look at the numbers here from Ponce. He has been pretty close to an average tour pitcher, a 4.65 ERA. In baseball, probably higher than you would like. In banana ball, you're doing just fine, and he's had some tough luck behind him as well.
Well, when the tour earned run average is 5.67 coming into tonight, and Dalton Ponce is below 5, it's a pretty good mark, and what you're impressed about more than anything else is the control of Mr. Ponce. Now, issued 2 sprints when he got a start last weekend for the Party Animals, but one of them some very close pitches that just unfortunately did not go his way due to the calls behind the plate from Vincent Chapman. But Ponce doing really good in the strike throwing department and doing better and better every time in his location, finding corners and nailing the strikes when he needs to.
He has 5, 6, and 7 for the Bananas, who lead the game by a point. Alexiadis smashes that 106 miles an hour off of his bat foul. He had a booming double, played pepper with the left field wall his last time. Well, Josh was coaching third, and I was across the diamond coaching first.
You know, we were on a very similar page down there at third base. It was really good to see. I could feel us synchronized.
What a stop. Dalton Cornett laying it all on the line. That's one of the best things about banana ball right there is that thing gets by him. Alexiadis, who has stolen first once on the tour, he has his second easily.
See, it's not a play you have to make in Major League Baseball since the batters cannot steal first base, but even with no outs and nobody on for Dalton Cornett, he's got to be ready to block those pitches, especially with the speed of a guy like Alexiadis, who chops this one to short. Chase Acuff on the shallow outfield grass has a perfect throw across the diamond and will retire Alexiadis, now 1 for 2 on the evening.
Chase simply makes it look far too easy. That was a tricky play. Alexiadis stole 29 bases last year in his Pioneer League MVP campaign. Runs like the wind itself. And Acuff taking no chances. Quick release, got him by a mile.
Yeah, again, with the speed of Alexiadis for Acuff, especially being deep in the outfield grass, you don't have time to try for a trick play there, and you want to help your pitcher out on the mound and just try and get him that first out of an inning.
Gabe Howell flew out to center his first time. Check swing. Foul ball has him behind 1-2. He has to be wary of 5 pitches from the kid out of Fontana, California on the bump. 4-seam fastball. He will toss a 2-seamer in there, sidearm. Looked like a right-on-right changeup there, and then a 12-6 curveball and a slider to round out the arsenal. Another 1-2 to the Nanners' third baseman. Another great stop by Cornett. Bender bounced in at 71 miles an hour according to TrackMan. Nearly 20 miles an hour of difference compared to usually 89 to 91 on the fastball for Ponce, as that one stroked into left field. Came in at 90, left the bat at 104, and Howell slides in smooth as could be. Trey Turner-esque into second base with his third double of the season.
Yeah, for Gabe Howell, just 2 for his last 16 entering that plate appearance right there, and had no extra base hits in that span. So for him to drive that one into that left field corner, or starting to go towards that left field corner, you saw him turn on the Jets looking for the extra base hit. An opportunity to get the Bananas a third point and extend this lead.
Here's Robert Anthony Cruz. He also flew out to center his last time. That is what ended the bottom of the second inning and sent Josh and I into our first career player dance as partners. Josh, was that your third overall?
Third career player dance, and I told Maceo this before we went out there, but I don't know if it's one of those third time is the charm situations or what, but I feel like I picked this one up better than any of the others before, as Rack gives this one a good drive out to right field. Tanner Thomas running over will catch it, and Gabe Howell trying to tag up and will slide in safely, just barely ahead of the throw from Thomas and the cutoff man Dustin Baber.
Yeah, that was a strike from Baber. A perfect toss to the relay man beforehand by Thomas, who showed off his speed and range, able to track that one down, made it look easier than it truly was. Inning-winning run now 90 feet away as Ponce scrapes that one across the bottom of the zone. 0-1 count on Brandon Crosby. Make it 0-2. Pretty much the same pitch, same result. Showtime popped out to his counterpart at first and foul territory to kick off the third. This one chopped to Bloomer. Tough play. He's not going to be able to make it. The Bananas jump out in front by 2 points with 5 innings in the books.
Yeah, just a tough hop, and hard for Bryson Bloomer to corral that one. And for Brandon Crosby, a very cool moment as he collects the first walk-off of his Banana Ball career.
The second walk-off.
Second. You say things and then you realize it as soon as it's out.
It's okay, we have to hold each other accountable here in BTV land. What a delightful run celebration that was for Dakota Stiltz Albritton. Another look at it. It was 91 miles an hour off the bat, but smells like an E5 to Biko. Still a walk-off for Crosby. Josh Talevsky, the official scorer of Banana Ball, you agree?
I do concur.
The fans being peppered with free merchandise, so they're fired up, as you could imagine. Good to see our buddy Swanee down there enjoying a well-deserved night off. He's the Party Animals leader in batting average, spending the vast majority of the tour out of the 10-hole. Scujay back out for his second inning of work. Tossed a 1-2-3 fifth. Couple Ks and a fly out, and will set his sights on Garrett Delano, hitting out of the 10 hole. Worked a sprint his first time, his 7th of the tour, after only recording 4 last year. And how about that strikeout from Ethan Scujay? It could be the fastest in Banana Ball history.
It is the fastest strikeout in Banana Ball history. 8 seconds, all it took for Ethan Scujay.
Finished it off with a 90-mile-an-hour heater. Unbelievable to get that kind of velo when you're quick pitching like that. You take a look at it here. Strike 1, Scujay smells blood. Strike 2, and that's all you get because we're back to live Banana Ball. It was a gutsy move by the control room. I appreciate the attempt. We can come back to that at the end of the half inning. 8 seconds, Chad Reese. Our coordinating producer, double checking on the speed of that strikeout. 12 seconds would not be the fastest strikeout in Banana Ball history. 11.8, officially the one before it, as that one barely misses, and Reese Hampton will jog his way to first base. Content with one bag on his tour-leading 18th ball force sprint of the season.
Yeah, we've seen Reese Hampton draw a ball for a sprint tonight. We've also seen Jake Skull draw one for the Party Animals. When you combine all of the total sprints that Reese Hampton and Jake Skull have, which is now 33 between the pair, it actually accounts for 39% of the Party Animals' total sprints this season. Astounding.
Yeah. It's unbelievable out of 2 guys. When you bat 10 in Banana Ball, no less. Scujay continues to work quickly. And son of a gun, if he hasn't done it again, paints the inside corner with 91.
Dakota Stilts Albritton.
And that is how Scujay's evening will end. 4 strikeouts across what is currently an inning in 2/3 of scoreless relief. That hinges on the 10'9" Dakota Stilts Albritton, keeping Hampton away from home plate.
And it feels like Dakota Stilts Albritton, the way he's been pitching on this year's tour and the work that he's put in bullpen sessions, is going to continue his success. Still hasn't allowed a hit to these Party Animals, has only allowed 1 runner to reach base on a ball for a sprint. And tell you what, I feel like he's looking for that first strikeout here against Jake Skull. He's a tough batter nonetheless.
I don't think he's going to get it, Josh. I'll be honest. I don't think this is the guy. Skull does strike out.
We can dream.
But I don't think he's going to strike out against Stilts. I don't know who the guy is. In fact, I'm going to make a bold prediction here that Stilts is not going to pick up a strikeout across this 84-game tour for the Bananas. You heard me right. Call me a hater. Call me whatever you want.
I'm disappointed in you.
I don't think it's going to happen. It's not happening here. That's 4 straight bad ones to Skull. Second sprint that Stilts has given up on the tour. Reese Hampton thinking about 4 bases. He's going to test the Nanners' sprint defense. The throw from rack high, and Jones Jr. able to corral it. And Stilts is still unscored upon. Aggressive base running by the Party Animals. They help out the Nanners and their extra tall man. Let's get it down to the splits as we head to the bottom of the 6th. The banana splits, incredible, as per usual. Let's get another look at the fastest strikeout in banana ball history. Start your timer now. Goes with off speed to jump ahead. Another one. And now blood's in the water. Heater right by you. Unbelievable stuff. Slider, fastball. And beats the record by over 3.5 seconds. The entrance from Jack Wilson. This reference go right over my head. Josh Talevsky, do you have any idea what this is?
No, I can't believe they didn't want us to dance too.
I mean, come on. We got a bone to pick with Zach Frondel, I'll tell you what. My shot. I recognize it. Couldn't tell you where it's from. That's for everybody in the K Club and YouTube chats.
Oh, it's Hamilton. It's Hamilton.
I didn't see that one. Have you seen it?
A long, long time ago.
Son of a gun. Not in person, though. You watched the film.
No, in person. But
Wow!
it wasn't on Broadway.
You saw Hamilton Light.
You know it.
L-I-T version. Two on Olsen. Nice heater there. Just misses outside corner. That one at 90 miles an hour, according to Trackman from Connor Higgins. Fourth pretty animal, check that. Third pretty animal pitch tonight. Jackson serves this one down the left line, sit in fair. This is his team lead in doubles to 8 as he gets to second base with a little spice. Couldn't have placed it any better. Another 90-mile-an-hour heater, only left the bat at 86, but traveled 292 feet and nestled in there at just the right spot. I don't think there was a foot to spare.
Nobody's been finding gaps better than Jackson Olsen on this Bananas team. The grade 8, now up to 8 doubles on the tour.
2 times more than the next closest nanner. EJ has 4. As does Ryan Cox at the dish, waiting for the 6-2-2 from Higgins, and he dices that thing in there for a strike. Coxie all smiles. Game recognizes game. Game recognizes game? What does that even mean? Game recognizes game, Dico. I don't even know what words I was combining there with recognize. Inning-winning run 90 feet away after that one squirts away from Cornett. Another terrific stop by DC3. The pride of Pippapassis, Kentucky is the Great Wall of Cornett. And Higgins loses Cox, who will grab walk-off number 9 on the season. Jackson Olsen acts like he might backflip, but no, the New Milford, Connecticut man's just going to stroll right onto the dish. The Bananas lead 4-1. Here is Jolie Chabala.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster, an organization that is dedicated to celebrating those making a difference in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we have the honor of celebrating the Crouch family. This family has been a local foster family since 2021. Along with 4 biological children, they have raised their first placement, an incredible group of siblings, for over 3 years in their home. Fans, please help us celebrate the Crouch family for making a difference right here in our local foster care community.
it always warms the hearts beyond belief to get to see both teams come together and celebrate our superheroes in the Foster community with the biggest group hug you ever get to see in Banana Land. Big shout out to the Crouch family at the middle of the action tonight. A little extra love from Andy Archer. He pitched across 2 innings this evening, and now Zach Phillips will be the 5th banana to hurl the banana ball tonight. He can be unbelievably dominant when he is on, but some big outings for the Party Animals against him have ruined the overall season stats for him, but he's a guy with 4 years of minor league baseball experience tossing in the Kansas City Royals organization, so the pedigree is unbelievable. We always expect great things out of him as Jackson Olsen, only with his 3rd trick play missed of the year across 26 attempts. And Mike Vivacis on the mic running out to greet Cornett.
What is up, fellas?
Vava, thank you so much for joining us, buddy. It's been mostly an all bananas night, but I'm sure you're having a blast as per usual anyway.
Oh, Biko, man, it's always fun out here, regardless of which way it goes. I think it's impossible to have a bad time out here.
Yeah, that makes sense. You are as veteran of a man in banana ball as we can find world tour-wise. This is your 4th campaign with the Party Animals, as that bender just barely misses high? Question mark. Vince Chapman confirms it.
Yeah, this is season 4, man. It's just, man, it's crazy to see how far we've come since that first One City World Tour.
Vava, it looks like that one sneaks by Eric Jones Jr. and Acuff will steal first base after he had a great opportunity earlier in the night and squanders it. He ties D.R. Meadows for the tour lead with his 2nd.
Yeah, good heads-up banana ball IQ from Chase Acuff, especially I think because he felt bad about not stealing during his previous plate appearance, seeing that one get away from EJ. He knew he had to take off and go there.
And your right fielder, Tanner Chicken Tender Thomas.
That's it.
As well as everybody else on your bench, all going tarps off.
Oh, boy. You know, I'd say it's a surprise, but this is a nightly occurrence here.
Thomas 0 for 1. Flew out into a Meadows backflip catch at center his last time. He was hit by a pitch by Banana shortstop Ryan Cox his first time. Hashtag banana ball. Zach Phillips going tarps off as well. I don't know where that one missed. I simply don't know, Philly. He pounds the zone. Rack runs it down. And DC3 will score easily from 3rd. You guys are on the board here in the 7th, Baba.
You know, we are, and we needed that. We need some insurance runs here. We need to get the ball rolling. It's getting late.
Now as your fellas celebrate with a little arrow roulette. Nice.
Oh, boy.
Shout out grown-ups. Who's going to get nailed? Nobody.
Oh,
Jake Skull. Right in the kisser. Vava, I notice that you are wearing your batting gloves out there. Do you think you might pinch hit yourself into this inning?
You know what? I think I'll do it right now.
Wow.
You know?
How about that?
Get over here.
You're going to pinch hit for Jordan Hussein.
I'll take this one right here. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
What a time for your first plate appearance of the tour.
Oh, boy. Oh, I got to do it.
Yeah! Oh, look at those knees go.
I still got it.
Last time we saw this was last September 16th in Cooperstown when you hit a home run that is still flying.
Man, this is going to look like it's 96 miles an hour right now, I'll tell you what.
Perfect. Yep.
Woo! That's a good cut.
'90 and 91. Oh my gosh, he quick pitches you and Mike Vivacis.
Down quick, boys.
We can't thank you enough for pinch hitting yourself there, man. That
Down
was
quick.
thrilling.
I don't care, that was pitch. Down quick, boys. I don't deserve it.
Vava, nothing but heaters. You got 90, 91, and then still 90 on the quick pitch, and it was perfectly located from Philly.
Oh, my goodness. I looked up last second, that ball was already on me.
Did you just go in the bathroom in the locker room? It sounds like the acoustics in there are incredible.
I was actually putting my bat with the hole in it down in the rack. I'm going to keep this helmet on, though.
All right, Vava, when do you think we could do this again with you, buddy?
You know what?
I've got an itch for more.
I would love to do this more often, to be completely honest with you. I'd like to see a couple live ABs before, so
yeah,
everything didn't look 200 miles an hour. But I'll tell you what, this is fun. I appreciate y'all.
Vava, we love you so much.
Love you, gentlemen.
And hey, take some live ABs. We'll give you a month.
Yes.
We'll get you back in the box.
Just a couple swings, looking good here.
We'll be expecting 450 feet on the distance, nothing less.
Home run incoming.
That's right. Thank you, fellas.
See you, Vava. Let's get it down to Noah Bridges.
See which couple has the best kiss, and you are going to vote who you think's the most in love. So first we got Harsh Patel and
Delino Patel.
Turn you all around real quick. All right, fans, this is our first couple. They've been married for 6 months. Get to kissing.
Wow. What
Oh, kind of new at it. They might need some more practice. All right, our second couple. Who we got?
Becky.
And
Jim.
They've been married for 18 years. Let's see how this kiss goes. Oh, hey, take some notes, rookies. That's how it's done. A little dip action, not too bad. All right, finally, we got our last couple. Who we got right here?
Dottie.
And?
Don.
And guess what? They've been married for 58 years. All right, let's see what some experienced kissing looks like. Uh-oh. Go ahead, kiss on. Show them what you got. What does 58 years of love look like? It looks pretty good.
Whoa.
It looks really good, actually. Pretty intense. Pretty intense. See how they're locked up like little lovebirds? Good, good. All right, fans, who had the best kiss? Is it our first couple? Is it our second couple? All right, finally, is it our last couple? Looks like they're the winners. Take some notes, rookies.
Bat trick time in Banana Land. The Butler, Pennsylvania native, out of the University of California at Pennsylvania, Mr. Alex Ziegler in his third world tour. Take a look at the numbers. They are astronomical in a very small sample size. Oh, man, Dakota Burnsted, our third base camera woman, is a banana ball magnet. She just got hit with another foul ball. She leads the BTV camera folks all time in that department.
3, I believe.
Three we've been
all-time.
tracking, yes.
3 we've been tracking, that's true.
The true number could be in the dozens. All time is 5, Chad Reese. Twice today, there's 2 today. Not 1, but 2 times being hit by a foul ball. Yeah, we evidently missed one. It's been a frantic night for us. And Ziggy keeps the fantastic tour going. 5-pitch sprint to kick off Dylan Porter's relief appearance. Fourth man to toss it for the Animals. Third out of the pen. Flash the Kid pinch runs for Ziggy. Gnarly change up there from the man out of Oakland, California. There goes Flash. Throw from Cornette on the money. Didn't have a chance. Perfect throw right on the tag. And Baber confirms Bryson Wheeler made the right call there. Flash extends his tour lead in stolen bases to 17.
just the deadly speed of Malachi Mitchell at work there, and he knows he's locked in with the Bananas coaching staff, just trying to get him to touch home plate and tie this inning at a run apiece. They do not want to lead. They do not want to give up what is right now a 3-point lead over the Party Animals.
Porter snuck a 91-mile-an-hour heater past EJ. Jones Jr. fouls off 92 there. And get another 1-2. Party Animals lead the 7th inning by 1 run. As this one is chopped, tough hop for Bryson Bloomer. Flash will hold up at third. I would wager maybe we can get another gander at it. Second error of the night for Bloomer.
Feels like a play that Bryson Bloomer over there at third base has got to make.
I concur. Noah Bridges pinch runs for EJ over at first. So tremendous speed at each bag, and there's the changeup rearing its head again. Oberst swings well over top of it. Bridges takes off. Chopped foul. Nearly got Dakota again. Noah 3 for 4 in his stolen base attempts. Takes off. And this one looped into shallow right center. It's going to dunk down in front of Hampton. Flash scores the inning tying run. Bridges holds up at second. His RBI 17 on the tour for Dan Oberst as he pulls even with Eric Jones Jr. for the team high.
And the events that have unfolded here for Dylan Porter out there on the mound are pretty much a summary of how his World Tour has gone. For the most part, has pitched pretty well for the Party Animals, but the two things that have gone awry for him, a ball four sprint, which started this inning, and then a lot of poor Party Animals defense behind him all of the tour, and we saw that Bryson Bloomer error contributing to the Bananas tying this inning at 1 run apiece.
Yeah, and that was a 93-mile-an-hour fastball he threw to Dan Oberst. It left the kid out of Largo, Florida's bat at 67 miles an hour. A wee Willie Keeler hit him where they ain't, RBI single. This one shot past the dive of Acuff into left. Bridges getting the wave around from Gillum. The throw home on the money, but Cornett can't handle it. And the Bananas make it a 5-1 lead. With 7 innings in the books.
The offense for the Bananas absolutely humming as Michael Deeb has another walk-off in this game, and across these last 2 games, 4 walk-offs for Mr. Deeb.
He separates himself from Dan Oberst. That is his 12th of the tour. Dan now in second place with 11. As we honor all the service members, both past and present, here in historic Grayson Stadium. Pass that on to everybody spending their Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land as well. Welcome up into the broadcast booth as I fix my hair next to Josh Talevsky. I am Biko Scala. Happy Saturday, everybody. It is time to give you that magic word that will get you in the running for a free pair of shoes from our dear friends over at Zappos. Drum roll, please. The word tonight, coach. It will be coach, as Josh and I were both Bananas coaches. But just coach is all you need.
Yeah. Coach, singular, not plural.
Singular coach. Josh and I are both a Bananas coach.
There you go. Use it in a sentence.
Yeah,
that'll play for Mr. Bailey.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's get it down. By the way, I've still got my flashlight from our player dance, too. I never used it. They handed it to me, and I was like, all right, I forgot I had it in my hand.
You know, I thought the protocol was just for me to jump into your arms, not use the flashlight.
I didn't think we had to do anything with the flashlight. You didn't even get handed one.
No, I do have mine.
Oh, you kept yours, too.
Yeah, don't worry.
Look at us. I completely missed that. What we cannot miss is an astronomical new man in for the Nanners. TJ the Invader makes his first appearance across this 3-game set. And he will face a slightly more intoxicated than before Dustin Baber. You know, if the angle was right, I think I could be convinced that EJ has a future as a sword swallower as well. Or I guess baseball bat swallower would be more apropos. Chopper to the left side. What a scoop by Howell! Crosby taken off the bag, but he applies the tag to Baber. And one pitch, one out for the Invader.
Dave Howell's always had a great infield glove and has spent most of his career playing shortstop, has moved to third base for this Banana Ball team, and he gets better and better at the hot corner. A terrific pick and a really splendid job by Brandon Crosby coming off the bag and focusing on getting the tag there on Baber.
Showtime's putting on a defensive clinic on the other side of the diamond tonight as well. Here's Garrett Delano, a sprint and a strikeout, the latter of which was the quickest in Banana Ball history. Scoojay got him on 3 pitches in 8 seconds. He's jammed here, and Jackson Olsen, second time's a charm, whips that thing between the legs. His 24th trick play of the tour as he continues to maintain a strong hold of 4th place overall.
After missing a trick play an inning earlier still, just Jackson Olsen, no fear, feeling very comfortable in being able to recover there and get the second out for DJ the Invader, working quickly with a chance for a sub 2-minute inning in this outing.
Peter just misses the outside corner, and that ball sprayed into left. Another great piece of opposite field hitting by Hampton, his second line drive knock to left field on the ball game. He's having a great night, 2 for 3. Worked a sprint his last time, is on base for a 3rd time tonight. And Bloomer sends it a mile high. Shallow left center, Ryan Cox taking control of the situation, pops it to himself, grabs it in the mitt on the deflection, and we will count it. Number 48 on the tour for the Glove Magician. Check that. Make it number 49. Our graphic lied to you. I simply will not accept such a thing. Cox's first trick play of the night brings him 1 away from half 100 as Princess Potassia will turn historic Grayson Stadium yellow. Another good paced game on our hands. 7.5 innings behind us. Still about 34.5 minutes on the 2-hour timer. Christian Mr. Electric Dearman with the lightsabers down there. One of our player dance compadres. It's good to see another couple of them in on the action. An inning ago, Ziggy working the sprint, Malachi scoring the inning tying run. And we finally do get to put these flashlights to use.
I knew they gave them to us for a reason. It was for yellow, of course.
It just wasn't clear to us in the beginning. What are you thinking tonight, Princess
We
Potassia?
love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go Bananas!
That's what I was thinking too. Son of a gun. Great minds think alike. Get a look at Drew Gillespie. He's going to try and stop the bleeding for the Party Animals, who have lost 4 straight innings. And now turn to a man who has truly been their most consistent reliever since he joined the squad about halfway through last tour.
Well, he hasn't lost a point for the Party Animals since March 9th in Houston, Texas. Has a 189 ERA plus for this team, almost 2 times better than the tour average pitcher, and just continues to pound the zone more than anything. And although this isn't a save situation, just how good he's been. He's recorded a save in each of his last 3 appearances successfully.
3-1 to Alexiadis. Baltimore chop for Bryson Bloomer, who grabs his second trick play of the night. Jeez Louise, he sent that thing across the diamond with some serious velo. Bloomer up to 8 trick plays on the tour. after he racked up 40 a year ago. Gillespie jumps ahead of Gabe Howell. Drew is a funky man on the mound. You saw the changeup for strike one. Then he tosses in the curveball that misses there. Good take by Howell. Also four-seam, two-seam, and cut fastballs. And he will fire pitches in from a variety of arm slots. He's just simply put a very uncomfortable at bat.
He'll go 3/4, and then the next pitch he'll throw to you, it'll be sidearm, and he'll do it with any of the pitches in his arsenal as well. It's baffling, and a lot of times you also see him with an extra stutter step at times before delivering the pitch, and he's got Howell out in front of a breaking ball. Gillespie collecting his first strikeout tonight.
The fastball for Drew, usually about 90 to 92 miles an hour. That curveball, 76. And you saw a tremendous hitter who blasted 17 home runs in the Pioneer League last summer. Looking foolish on it. Now the former Washington Nationals minor leaguer, Robert Anthony Cruz, quickly behind 0-2 as the curveball scrapes the bottom of the zone. Gillespie in a groove. That's a great take by Rack. He has flown out to center and right so far tonight. Another great take. There was the changeup that darted below the knees. Deuce is wild. That one smashed towards the fan wall. Tanner Thomas has a beat on it, and in front of the track will put the bow on a 1-2-3 inning. 91 mile an hour fastball, 101 miles off the bat of Cruz, and Shark will send us to the ninth.
The scoreboard reads Bananas 5, Party Animals 1. But as you know, in Banana Land and in Banana Ball, the ninth inning counts for it all. Every run counts for a point. And so the Party Animals have some work to do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final inning.
You bet your booty it is, Mr. Shark, sir. We have come to the final inning with over 30 minutes on the clock. That no longer matters. I mean, the speed of these last three games across Thursday, Friday, and now Saturday night have been astonishing. Cowboy Kyle on top of the Nanners dugout, letting the good folks in the grandstands know this will be our last inning of Banana Ball by hook or by crook. And Austin Krasminski coming in, not a save situation, but this is a guy with closer type stuff. He is absolutely filthy when he's on.
And look, we're talking about the game speed. We're looking at a possible fastest game in Banana Ball history situation as we enter this ninth inning. And for Krasminski, he's a good guy to actually be out on the mound in this situation, considering his last two MPIs, one that was below 3 minutes and one that was below 2 minutes.
It's going to be 3, 4, and 5. The beef of the lineup here for the bad boys of Banana Land. Skoll, Cornett, and Acuff. This is a team that we have seen erupt for 7-run innings in the past. So this game is nothing close to over. That's a great take by Skoll on the slider down and in. Krasminski, a 3-pitch mix, 4-seam fastball, about 93 to 94. The slider you saw once again right there. That one came in at 83. And then a circle changeup. And when they're all on, he will throw any pitch in any count. That looked like the change right there.
Yeah, now it feels like for Krasminski, who commands a pretty good fastball, you're trying to go back to the heater, elevates this one. It's hit on the ground to Ryan Cox, who has trouble gloving this one. And for Ryan Cox, that's going to go down as an error to start this ninth inning.
Struck well. Looked like he was going to try and 360 it over to first base, 96 miles an hour off Skoll's bat. That is just what the Party Animals needed. They need to get 2 more guys on before they can start thinking about tying this inning. Cornett bites on the back foot slider and then holds off on the next. Takes that fastball down, 2-1. Dalton working on a 1-for-3 ball game. Check swing. Doesn't matter if he went or not. Chapman calls that one a high strike. Chop to Krasminski. The play is at first. Jones Jr. lets him know that. And he fires it over for out number 1.
Good play by Krasminski coming off of the pitcher mound. Gave Jake a look, and Skull, a pretty fast runner, did its creme just to get the first out there and just rely on himself to Chase Acuff and Tanner Thomas and end this ball game and secure another series win for the Bananas.
Good take there by Acuff on this pitch slider. He's having a fantastic second World Tour, and no inning had been better in the ninth. In fact, nobody has been better in the final inning than 7-11 on the season. Comes with a home as well.
And we saw tonight got the hit off of Dave Hosley, brought in run for the Party Animals, but was unfortunately thrown out trying to extend a single into double on what was just the throw career of Robert Anthony Cruz on banana ball.
Perfect strike from left, bang bang play, just nabbed him by a hair. See another 2 pitch. We've talked about many a time. Acuff, a tough key to strike out. That one all back to the backstop. It's goal for all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher. Very relaxed manner as he accepts the 1 sprint and drives in his 19th run of the year.
Well, we mentioned Chase Acuff last night, ran into an out at second base, and even though this one was a ball 4 sprint, just knew he couldn't do that a second straight night for the Party Animals. You got to keep guys on the base paths.
One slider misses, the other one finds a good chunk of the zone. 1-1 count on Tanner Thomas. And Krasminski jumps ahead with a 91-mile-an-hour heater. It's a roll call going on over there. Another fastball, and that pulls the Bananas within 1 out of taking this 3-game series here in Savannah. The fate of the game lies in the hands of Jordan Hussein. Front door slider gets the Chris Monster ahead. That one just misses the outside corner. The ball and a strike.
Yeah, you run it inside on Jordan Hussein, get the strike, see if he's going to extend his zone on the outside. And Chris trying to go to that outside part, see if Hussein would chase again. But a good hold up there by Hussein ahead in the count 2-1.
Make it 3-1. That one just misses by a hair. Krasminski 1 bad pitch away from bringing the game's tying run to the plate. He wasn't going to do it there. A payoff pitch. Acuff will be off. There he goes. 3-2, misses inside. Oh, it hit Hussein. How about that? It clips the Animals' extra hitter. And the plot thickens. Acuff up to second base. Jordan takes over at first. That's actually a break for the Bananas. It was going to be ball 4. Acuff would have had third easily. Hussein would be on first, maybe second. Now Noah Fisher represents the game's tying run. We've got a 1-1 count.
And took a mighty cut there against Austin Krasminski. Fish is still looking for his first career banana ball home run, and in his final collegiate season, had 19 at Northern Kentucky. Hits this one out to center field, and D.R. Meadows will cartwheel, backflip after recording the catch, and it's the Bananas who get out of the sticky situation and win this one in a dominant 5-2 fashion.
The doctor always thinking about adding a little spice. What a show he put on tonight. He goes 1 for 2, nails a pair of backflip catches, the second of which doing it barehanded with the left hand. Even that much more impressive for the right-handed center fielder. And after taking home the Showman of the Night award an evening ago, he's got a good chance to do it again. Here's Bill Leroy. Footloose o'clock. The Nanners celebrate their 14th win of 2024. As they take this 3-game series 2 out of 3, and we'll have a 4-game advantage as we head to Durham, North Carolina, and the legendary DBAP, Durham Bulls Athletic Park, next Friday night. Here's Mr. Leroy.
Time to meet the winning squad. Entertainers Alex Ziegler, Malachi Flash the Kid Mitchell, Maceo with infielder Dalton Malden. Coming down next, our starting pitcher, Danny Hosley, and myself, Bill Leroy. Up next, our pitching staff, Ethan Scooge, Cowboy Cowboys, DJ the Invader, Christian Dearman, Ryan Kellogg, Jared Donaldson, Austin Krasminski, Andy Archer, Noah Niznik, and Zach Phillips. And now for my man behind the plate, Mr. Eric Jones. And for the boys in the infield, Jackson Olson, Ryan Cox, Gabe Howell, Brandon Crosby, Danny Oberst, and Robert Anthony Cruz. Now for the boys in the outfield, D.R. Meadows, Noah Bridges, Reese Alexiadis, and Michael Deeb. And for our coaching staff, Adam Virant, Ray Ortega, and Tyler Gillum. And the tallest man in sports, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Savannah Bananas!
Impressive 5-1 win for the Nanners in dominant fashion. Welcome back up into the broadcast booth. He is Josh Chalevsky. I am Biko Scala. We thank you for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. Josh, an evening after we got the fastest Bananas versus Party Animals game in our young sports history.
Second fastest.
Thank you. The fastest ever here in historic Grayson Stadium. The boys one up themselves.
That's exactly right. Besting their mark by 1 minute. 1 hour and 38 minutes in tonight's contest between the Bananas and Party Animals. And honestly, this entire homestand, if it were summarized in one word, it would be speed. The Bananas, of course, had 5 walk-offs tonight. Now, when the Bananas are able to get a lot of walk-offs, that obviously increases game speed. Why is that? Because in the innings in which the Bananas recorded walk-offs tonight, The most batters they batted in one of those innings was 4. So able to just continue to get guys scoring quickly against these Party Animals pitchers throughout the night. And then DJ the Invader throws a sub-2-minute inning. Andy Archer and Danny Hosley throw sub-3-minute innings. Ethan Scujay records the fastest strikeout in Banana Ball history. And in that Zach Phillips at-bat against Mike Vivacis while mic'd up, that was an 11-second strikeout as well.
Which would have been the fastest strikeout in Banana Ball history if Scujay hadn't had an 8-second strikeout earlier in the night. So we got the 2 fastest strikeouts in Banana Ball history here in the 137th Banana Ball game of all time. I mean, the odds are insane, but that is why we love baseball so much. That is why we love our young sport of Banana Ball so much. You just simply never know what you're going to see, and it was history galore across these 3 games.
And nonetheless, in tonight's contest, there were still 10 trick plays between the Bananas and Party Animals as well. So you saw the Bananas dominate really all facets of this game.
Right.
And for the Party Animals, really the only thing going forward is still figuring out how to tackle these bullpen situations and their pitching plan against the Bananas. At times it's worked, and unfortunately tonight just going with the traditional starter really to cater to Sean Fluke does not work in their favor once again.
Yeah, we saw the Nanners win the first inning tonight. Then the Party Animals jumped back and won the third. It looked like we had a fantastic back-and-forth game on our hands. And then the Bananas stepped on the gas. They won the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th and would win by a 4-point margin. So really impressive stuff by a team up 4 games now on their arch rivals as we head to Durham Bulls Athletic Park next Friday. That will kick off 3 straight games in as many nights. It will still be on the East Coast here, or at least as far as time zones go, we'll be a handful of hours away from the Atlantic Ocean, but I digress. All games, at least the first 2, will be 7 p.m. First pitch until Sunday. Well, day game action, eh?
Yeah, going to be a fun one for sure.
How about it? So 7 p.m., 1 p.m. next weekend, and it will be a really fun time. Before we shut this thing down, Mr. Talevsky, we do have to give away a pair of shoes courtesy of our friends over at Zappos. Drum roll, please. Mika Cox. Mika Cox, congratulations. I wonder if there is a relation to Ryan Cox. C-O-X. Same spelling.
We'll follow up.
We'll investigate. We'll chat with the glove magician after this ball game.
guarantee.
No doubt about that, buddy. And before we truly shut this thing down, we do have to shout out the cast and crew that makes it all possible. You know her. You love her. The first base camera woman, the Iron Horse of BTV, Emerson Elmgren. And across the diamond, hit by not just 1, but 2 foul balls! Dakota Burnstead over at third base. The Iron
Legs?
Perfect. The
Something
iron
like that. She's
legged
usually getting hit in the lower body.
Camera woman of Bananas Television. Her boyfriend, Ben Barks, has taken a lot of lumps throughout his 5+ years as a BTV cameraman as well. Speaking of, he is Ben Uff. He is our high home cameraman. And Lex Fowler, showing that Lex can be put all over the broadcast on the low home camera this evening. On center field, it was Jeff Glover braving the high task out there. Yeah, high task. High task to get up on the scaffolding. Take it home, Biko. Take it home. On the utility and wireless, 2 jobs for the price of 1 woman. Hope Peters, absolutely incredible, miking Josh and I up. We got to experience the professional skill of Hope, and she is incredible. When it comes to the folks in the control room, it is Kylie Sadamka, our director, calling all the shots and doing it incredibly. Our technical director pressing all the right buttons at all the right times, Mr. Griffin Ellis. On the replay, one name, you know him, you love him. He is Kwanzi. On the audio, it is Nick Keldy. Cowboy Kill Diggity on the 1s and the 2s. That guy kills it down there. Thank you, Mr. DJ Squints. On the scorebug, Mikey O'Connor. Are you kidding me? On the statistics being updated on the graphics that Julia Massey was sending out, that would be Mikey O'Connor. They are a dynamic duo. 2 people handling 3 jobs. That's how we do it in Bananas Television. Our moderators in the chat, as always, Colbyte_ and Scott Thompson. Talk about a dynamic duo. They're the best in the biz, and a special thank you to our video legend, the Italian rapscallion, Mr. Chris Sacchi. Special thanks as well to the fellas coming up and joining the broadcast, Mr. Adam Virant, as well as Tyler Gillum. And thank you so much to Mike Vivacis and and Sean Fluke for slapping mics on them down on the field as well. Thank you to our marketing director, Kara Heater, for bringing unbelievably immaculate vibes to us in the broadcast booth. The same thing can always be said about the straw that stirs the delicious drink that is BTV. Our coordinating producer, Mr. Chad Reese. Josh Talevsky on the color coordinating and statistical savanting, as well as your third base coaching and dancing down on the field. Killer night, buddy.
I was just about to say, I don't know what you did best tonight, play-by-play, dancing, or coaching, but nonetheless, you are legendary.
Boy, thank you so much. You get a little taste of the action down there. You feel the juice that is going on in the stadium. I love my job more than words could ever possibly do justice. I am not complaining. Boy, is it fun to be down there and soaking up the juicefulness of a full-capacity Grayson
Stadium.
Stadium.
Think about it. We helped lead them to a win tonight.
That's a fact. Josh and I will take credit for it, just like we take credit for Kyle Lewig's 2 strikeouts last week and all 6 outs that he and Dalton Ponce accomplished. I am waxing poetic. It's time to shut it down. Thank you to our executive producers, Emily, Jesse, and Carrie Cole, as well as Jared Orton. For our entire cast and crew, Biko Scala saying so long for now. We will see you next Friday night in Durham, North Carolina. And until we see you then, we will see you later!